Yes, Jay-Z has been named in the Epstein files, and in this video, I'm going to show you some of the emails where his name comes up. Now, I've never really thought he was that great of a rapper, but in this video, I'm going to show you the emails, and then we're going to go through a psychological exercise confirming the allegations are 100% true. So we start with this email. It's on the 10th of July, 2019. A victim identifies herself as someone who had been abused by Jeffrey Epstein and others. She provided the following information. So, in approximately 1994, the person itself, a past victim, described the abuse occurring during parties, further identified as a friend of X. So in 96, X resided with someone, redacted name, an unknown man abducted her from her home, where she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, Jay-Z. Before I get back to the emails, I want to show you. See all of these? These are all case files. I'm a true crime YouTuber on my other channels. I've seen thousands of communications between victims, suspects, and all people involved. And when you do something over and over again, you become better at it, right? You learn to pick up things. What do people mean by saying this? What did he mean by saying that? You can kind of read between the lines. When in your life have you ever put Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z in the same sentence? Never. It never comes up. Take away this case, those two names are never in your vernacular. It's too random to be making it up. So again, she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, Jay-Z, while Weinstein had inserted his fingers into... What a dirty bastard. She believed she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. Now the image I have on my head is this one. This isn't the mansion they're in because I don't think Florida has this kind of flooring. But you see the sinister, occultish type vibe? That's the kind of room I'm picturing in. It's as if when I read these communications, I can kind of, in my mind, teleport to where they are. Do you see something similar? It continues that X person estimated she was abducted on 7 occasions, awaking each time in an opulent indoor setting, suffered from abuse on multiple of those occasions in which Epstein participated, and recalled Leon Black and William Barr, current US State Attorney General, being present during some of the abuse. Again, Black and Barr being there, that's just too random. These names never come up in your head. This person, in their mind, is talking about a very specific moment they remember vividly. But Jay-Z wasn't the only cowboy mentioned. It goes on to say, on each occasion, she believed she was drugged, clouding her memory. She attributed the drugging as frequently performed by persons assigned as handlers, whom she described as persons who established friendships with the victim. Among her handlers, she identified the artist Pusha T. What the fuck is Pusha T doing there? It's just so random. Yeah, you can put Pusha T and Jay-Z in the same sentence. It correlates. They're both rappers. They're in the music industry. Have they ever collaborated on a song? I don't know. It goes on to say, in approximately 2007, the person attended a party following invitation from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down the street. Weinstein and Pusha T also attended the party and drugged her before engaging in abuse. She claimed to have additional information of other persons involved in the enterprise and information related to racketeering conducted in support of trafficking. Further believed she was under surveillance and stalked at the direction of the people involved. She confirmed she was not diagnosed with any mental illness, and she refused to provide her physical address, advising that she maintained no permanent address, rather she moved between staying at different hotels. Now I've got a couple more emails to show you, and by the way, if you like, please follow me on Twitter. But all that information she's given, there's images in her head that goes back to this. She hasn't forgotten because it's that traumatic. She's telling the truth. Jay-Z, Pusha T, you dirty bastards. Now there's another email here from someone to Jeffrey Epstein. The majority of the email has been redacted, but look at the subject. Lessons from the Jay-Z business model. Huh? Rockefeller? Rockaware? All of this shit? What is going on? Why is Jay-Z being mentioned? When you guys thought of Jeffrey Epstein, right, when you first heard this name, Jay-Z is not a name that would you associate with him. Now we have another email. Now this is from Jess Staley. Jess Staley is was the CEO of Barclays, the bank. I'm not too sure if he is now. But in 2014, he sends an email to Epstein and he says, "You want to know why we're not in Sao Paulo? Watch the TV ads on the Super Bowl. It's all about hip blacks in hip cars with white women." Huh? But he goes on to say, "The group that should be in the streets has been bought off by Jay-Z." What the hell does that mean? So I want to take you back to 2015. Jay-Z collaborated with a woman known as Marina Abramovich. The question is, who is Marina? She seems to be complaining. Well, here are some emails that involve Melina and John Podesta. John Podesta was someone previously who was accused of being a PDF file. So there's a communication between Marina and Tony Podesta. And it says, "Dear Tony, I am so looking forward to the spirit cooking dinner at my place. Do you think you will be able to let me know if your brother is joining?" So you want to know what spirit cooking is? Well, this was an art piece that she did. Take a look. "Saliva of your lover mixed with morning dew collected from eucalyptus leaves." What? Goes on to say, "Cut with the knife deeply into the middle finger of your left hand." Huh? Spirit cooking. Mix fresh breast milk with some sperm milk, drink or earthquake. Bro, what is this sick shit? Yes, this was one of her art pieces. So the question remains, you've got Jay-Z and Pusha T who were linked to Epstein, who I think was just maybe Satan incarnate. Who knows? But he was definitely involved in the occult, right? Harvey Weinstein, we all know about his past misgivings. He's currently in jail. There's always been some theories about Jay-Z, he's involved with the occult, with the hand signals and all that kind of stuff. I've never really believed in conspiracy theories, but now when I see this shit, I think, what the hell is going on? And if you go back to 2015-ish, I do remember there was some hoo-ha over this woman Marina, this witch as they called her, and Jay-Z, why are they collaborating, what is going on, etc., etc. But then now, when you connect the fucking dots, how else can you conclude other than saying they're all in cahoots? So why is Jay-Z in cahoots with these Satanists? I never really cared about him. Maybe now I do. What do you think?